Hey folks, Adam here. I've got some exciting things to talk about. I know that's rare. Before I go any further with disassembling this pipe, this is an old Comoy, and I don't know what shape it is, but I like that. I like that really wide, flat stem. It's about an eighth bend on it, and I've never smoked this thing that I can recall. So over the holidays, I bought a bottle of Chivas, and they threw in a couple of minis, something like this. And to be honest, I don't even know what this is, but it's the perfect size for a vessel to clean an estate pipe with. I don't know, maybe this is a bad idea. I know a lot of guys use alcohol. This thing's been sitting in my toolbox for probably a year and a half or 2 years, so I feel like any funk that was on it's probably fallen off by now. Viruses can't live outside their host, right? So, and it's really pretty clean. I'm just gonna hit this stem with a little bit of scotch. And this is Chivas Regal Extra blended Scotch whiskey. Hmm. Hmm. Wow, that tastes really good. Ooh, boy. I don't know if it's the pipe cleaners giving it that taste or what. But I don't know what your estate cleaning system is. Mine is really pretty. It's nothing fancy, and these pipe cleaners are coming out pretty clean, so I'm not even going to really worry about it. This pipe looks to have been sanitized and thoroughly cleaned before it was shipped to me, and it's probably how it's described in the listing. I don't recall. So one last pipe cleaner. I'm going to have to label that little mini pipe cleaning juice. But let's not get wrapped up in the details. I have other exciting things to talk about. While I'm telling you about this stuff, a little Rattray's Marlin Flake, which is rapidly becoming one of my go-to Virginias. Oh man, look at that. This is my last flake. There's one little piece in there. I'm just going to throw it out. Empty tin. Hoorah. I'm out in the shop. A couple weeks ago, had what I call a drywall party, which means me and another dude spent Friday night putting up drywall and then drinking beer. It wasn't a bad time at all. I thoroughly enjoy doing work like this. I don't get too often. I would imagine most of y'all probably don't get to put up drywall. If you've ever dreamed of putting up drywall on a ceiling, please come to North Alabama and help me out. I need all the help I can get. But the shop is coming along. It is not progressing as quickly as I would like, but you know what? I'm kind of over that. I'm not in a hurry. I'm not looking to grind it out. I'm looking to enjoy it and enjoy the process. And that's just sort of that. I'm not going to focus on when am I going to be done or how much longer or how long will this or that take. I'm just not going to do it. For one thing, it's not worth it. And for another, I work a full-time job, so I don't really have the necessary time to spend, out here every day, 6-8 hours a day, 10 hours a day, whatever it takes, So I'm just kind of enjoying. You always hear people say that they wish they could kind of look back and enjoy the journey, and that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm just trying to enjoy this last bit. While I've still got work to do, and you can kind of see there's some of the drywall. It has not been taped in mud, so I hesitate to use. It's a work in progress, and a lot of people don't understand really what that word even means, or that phrase even means, work in progress. They are only used to seeing finished products, so I can imagine it is fairly disappointing when you see something that's not completely done, But boy, I've babbled on about that. Let's have a little Coors light beer, and light the pipe. Always with the rim. first smoke of an estate find. It's funny to see if there's any ghosting. I almost got a whiff of something like Lakeland floral, that floral note, the granny panty note. But I think that's burley. I think it was just a whiff. It may have been something from the whiskey, but I think this is a burley pipe. Right. The second thing I want to talk to you about is I've got a new camera. It's a new old camera. And the only reason I bring this up is, you know, I don't buy myself a lot of new electronics hardware. Normally I buy my wife the good stuff because she actually will use it in her work, which for me, an electronics device is just, whether it be a camera, a computer, for the most part, when I say computer, I mean like a laptop, tablet, whatever. Those are just toys for me, but she actually produces revenue with hers, so I get her the workhorse and I just get me kind of the Mickey Mouse, whatever. So that being said, my wife's a realtor. She deals in real estate, and in 2006, she needed a camera upgrade. And so recently she retired her camera. She's like, you know, the camera's just, it's too clunky. It doesn't take near as good a picture as my cell phone. So she said, until I get a new camera, I'm just gonna use my cell phone, and this is junk. So without further ado, I present to you the Canon PowerShot S3 IS, or whatever it says. This was a 2006 model. I can't power it up. I was going to use it tonight, but the batteries are charging. It takes AA batteries, 4 of them. This camera comes to you in a glorious 6 megapixel resolution. It's got a really nice lens on it. As a matter of fact, it has a 12x optical zoom, which is actually pretty decent. And you can actually interchange these lenses. As a matter of fact, I looked online. You can buy the entire suite of lenses for this camera for like $50 right now. Probably cheaper than that used, but the camera has a lot of features. It only records in 680, 480, whatever that 620 by 480, whatever that size is. That's not HD. This is not an HD camera. I don't know what the deal was in 2006. I know we paid a good bit of money for this, but that was 11 years ago. So I'm going to give it a try and see if it produces a decent enough YouTube video. I wish I had it going tonight. I would be recording this video with it, but I just wanted to give you a preview. It amazes me how far digital camera technology has come in what seems like a blink of an eye. Yeah, this was definitely a burley pipe. I can taste it all the way now. Some people talk about that kind of, I don't want to use this term, but I've heard people talk about burley in like a urine, cat piss type odor. And it's just a whiff you get, and it's not unpleasant, even though it sounds terribly unpleasant. I do love burley, but I don't love it like the guy before me. So that's really all I had to say tonight. I just wanted to, I've been working in the shop tonight. I'm covered, I'm drenched in sweat. Got up to 90 degrees today in North Alabama, and you know, it just hadn't cooled off that much. A lot of humidity in the air. It ain't the heat, it's the humidity. Oh, sorry, that was probably really loud. My apologies. I got a bad habit of just throwing a lighter down. So guys, enjoy your Tuesday night. I am going to finish off this beer and relax a little bit and go in my house. I appreciate you watching, even though it's 10 minutes. If you're still here, I love you, man. Talk to you later.